Pakistan's Champions Trophy provocation. PCB's mega trophy show across PoK is what we know. We'll be getting in more details in a moment from now, but this is the ICC Champions Trophy. I'll just hand it over to my colleague Nikhil, who's got more on that story. Yes, Nikhil, what can you tell us?
Well, Sneha, this is something that was announced by the Pakistan Cricket Board yesterday, that, the trophy tour. And just to let our viewers know, it's quite the norm. The host country always has these trophy tours in their country before a tournament is to begin, which allows fans across that country to have a closer look at that trophy for which various international teams will be vying for. So Pakistan yesterday announced that their trophy tour will also include certain areas in PoK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Muzaffarabad is also one of those places. And the reasoning behind, I did try to get in touch with people in the PCB, and I asked them that why had certain locations in PoK had been chosen, and they said that they want to take the trophy even to because every trophy tour attracts a lot of attention, and they wanted that some of those areas are one of the most pristine, good-looking, beautiful areas, touristy areas of Pakistan, and they wanted to showcase those particular areas, and which is why once you take the trophy to those particular areas, you also get a lot of international media attention, and they're trying to promote tourism in that region, which is why they have decided to take the trophy on the tour to these particular areas as well. Now, the second question will be, does this mean that the Champions Trophy is on track in Pakistan? Well, at the moment it is. There is no official announcement from the ICC that no, the Champions Trophy has been taken away from Pakistan. Those negotiations are still on. Remember, just for our viewers who are not aware of what the situation is at the moment, India has made it very clear that they will not be traveling to Pakistan to participate in the Champions Trophy as things stand right now. The PCB has written to the ICC wanting to know the reasons. The ICC has also proposed a hybrid model for which the Pakistan Cricket Board is not agreeing. But that is not to say that the Champions Trophy is 100% guaranteed to take place in Pakistan. If India does not travel, that really shakes up the economy of cricket, and that is a risk that the International Cricket Council would not want to take. But till such time there is any official announcement, till such time there is a call taken either to be, having the Champions Trophy in Pakistan, or taking the Champions Trophy away from Pakistan, or, ensuring the tournament goes ahead without either one of these teams that are at loggerheads. Those are things that we'll get to know in the next few days.
Absolutely. Be with us. I'll also bring in Gaurav Sawant, our managing editor, for more on that. Gaurav, meanwhile, India has stuck to its position that we're not coming to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy. You have to figure this out, hybrid model or whatever you want. But certainly, as far as coming to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy is concerned, that isn't happening here, isn't it?
Well, India has been very clear about that from day one, while the communication has taken place between BCCI and the ICC. But the fact that Champions Trophy is being taken through Indian territory, illegally in control of Pakistan, whether it's Murree or Muzaffarabad or Hunza in Gilgit and Baltistan, which Pakistan may call northern areas, but remains a part of an integral part of India, will also not be very happy about. And Pakistan tries to make political points out of sporting events. There is when sports are supposed to encourage interaction between countries and friends, it's clearly not what Pakistan does. Remember, Pakistan has a long and a very convoluted history of using sports to make political points. Whether it was Muhammad Mushtaq, the Pakistani captain in 1978, who won the match after faulty umpiring and yet insisted that it was the victory of all Muslims over all Hindus, or Imran Khan, who says when he bowls against India, he thinks it's jihad for Kashmir, or Pakistani captains like Imzimamul Haq, who've sought to play cricket as a way to convert the Hindus in the Indian cricket team to Islam. So all of that very clearly indicates for Pakistan, cricket is not a sport, it's jihad by other means. And we are not saying it, Pakistani players have said this, point one. Point two, taking Champions Trophy through Murree or through Hunza or through other parts of Gilgit and Baltistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir will be strictly unacceptable to India. It just goes on to show that Pakistan wants to make political points and not play a sport with India.
Will absolutely be with us, Gaurav. I'm just going to come back to you. This is about scoring political brownie points and not playing the sport, is what Gaurav is telling us. Nikhil, give us a sense of what PCB has said so far as this huge controversy over the Champions Trophy is concerned, about India not wanting to play a hybrid model that being suggested. What has PCB also said?
Well, see, right now, the Pakistan Cricket Board, Sneha, has also dug its heels in. There was an occasion earlier during the Asia Cup that was Pakistan's right to host. But at that time, India were not traveling to Pakistan, and there were then talks by the Asian Cricket Council to have the tournament outside Pakistan. But on that occasion, PCB had taken a step back and agreed for a hybrid model whereby India played its matches, and this is just last year I'm talking about, India played its matches in Sri Lanka. This time, on that occasion, the Pakistan Cricket Board was keen that India come, but the argument that was presented to them that, listen, when the ICC tournaments happen, that's when, you travel to each other's country. This is an Asian Cricket Council tournament. Previously, it was to be held in India. That was also moved out. So that is, par for the course. But Pakistan at that time had thought that, once it comes to the ICC tournament, the Indian team will be traveling. After that, you had the 50-over World Cup in 2023, for which Pakistan did send their team to India. And so they expected that the Indian team will also be traveling to Pakistan come the Champions Trophy in 2025. But that hasn't happened. The Indian board had to take, and it's not a decision actually taken by the BCCI, just to make a distinction there. The BCCI has to take permission from the Ministry of External Affairs, and they did do that. And then they were told that no, at the moment, it would not be safe to send our team across the border to play a tournament. And that is something then that the BCCI communicated to the ICC, and ICC has communicated to the Pakistan Cricket Board. But as things stand right now, Pakistan Cricket Board has said clearly that no, hybrid model is not going to work for us. We will have the tournament. If India does not come, we will continue to have the tournament without India. But the important bit here is Pakistan is just the host country. The tournament is still an ICC tournament. It's the ICC that awards the hosting, right? So the final call, whether the tournament goes ahead in Pakistan or not, rests with the International Cricket Council, which is why I said that the next few days would be interesting.
All right. In fact, this is PoK that the PCB has held its trophy, showing us across PoK, is what Gaurav is telling us. The Pakistan Cricket Board's deliberate provocation here is what we are talking about. The ICC Champions Trophy kicks off. The tour kicks off in Islamabad on the 16th of November, visiting scenic travel destinations. Gaurav, what they're failing to say, like you rightly pointed out, is that this is disputed territory and that this is deliberate provocation, isn't it?
Well, if they want to show scenic areas, can they afford to show it in Swat? That's where they know that they're in trouble, because that's a territory that's virtually controlled by the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Or can they take it through Balochistan, where even the Pakistan army is not safe? And when it comes to safety of Indian cricketers, there's one thing. Pakistan may claim it can ensure safety, but unfortunately, Pakistan hasn't been able to ensure safety of its own core commander's house, which is attacked by miscreants. It hasn't been able to ensure safety and security of its own soldiers who are being slaughtered and quartered by Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and other organizations within Pakistan. Just recently, 2 Chinese engineers were killed in Karachi, right outside the Karachi airport, when a tanker apparently full of fuel rammed into their vehicle. China's President Xi Jinping is very upset because a large number of Chinese, including the project, so much so that China is now saying they will have to put their own army to protect these people.